Simon Jones, thanks ever so much for joining us. Simon, we're here back at Lord's, the very ground you made your debut on all those years ago. You must have some incredibly fond memories of the place.
Oh look, it's I always get asked what's the best ground I've ever played at, and it's here. I've played all over the world and had some great experiences, but Lord's is the best by a distance. 2002 was my debut against India. Played against Sachin, Dravid, Laxman. And it doesn't get tougher than that, but it was a great experience for me. It's the first time I'd actually played at Lord's as well, ever. So I was making my debut. It was a bit of a baptism of fire, but loved every minute of it, and enjoyed the lunches too.
So you should. Without wishing to sound cruel, an uncharacteristic knock of 44 from yourself as well on the day, as well as 3 wickets over the test.
Yeah, it was one of those surreal kind of things that happened. I was batting with Craig White, who looked after me throughout the test match, and he just said, "Simon, just go and enjoy yourself, have a bit of fun. If the ball's head hit it." And then all of a sudden I've looked up at the scoreboard and I was on 44. So I was thinking, how have I got here? And then nicked off to Cumberland. I was gutted, but to get 44 in debut was nice anyway.
Absolutely. Simon, you're obviously here in a very different capacity now. We've recently announced that you've joined the club as our ambassador for disability cricket. Explain to us how that all came about.
Came through a very good friend of mine, Andy Hill. Known him a long time now, and he asked me if I fancied getting involved, assisting with some of the coaching, and I said to him I'd like to come and watch it first. So I've had 2 experiences, one here at Lord's and one in the Swalec in Cardiff, or Safari Gardens as it's called now. And I was blown away by the talent on show. It really was special. Some of the lads bowling 80 to 85 miles an hour, the batters hitting it miles. But I was just intrigued how it all works and how they work and function as a team. So that really interested me in getting involved and trying to help in any way I can.
Where does the passion for disability sport come from within you?
I think just hearing the story that Andy told me, you know, he works so hard with the role that he has, and he said, look, if you can help in any way of increasing exposure for this game, I'd welcome it. And I said, of course I will, anything for you. I'll happily help out where I can, and I'm really looking forward to it now.
Simon, you're synonymous obviously with that incredible Ashes series of 2005, and everyone fondly remembers all that you did for England at the time. Let's focus very briefly on your injury yourself that you suffered. Obviously it didn't lead to any long-term disability for you, but you must have a degree of sympathy, I guess, with some of the cricketers that are playing in disability sport and can empathise with the challenges that they face.
Oh, of course. Mine was to a far lesser degree. You know, looking at some of the rehabs I did, the longest was 16 months. A lot of these guys have had it for life, and will have to carry on throughout their lives with it. So, you know, I respect them immensely as cricketers. So yeah, it's a tough gig, but the one thing I did notice when I've watched the games is the passion they have when they're playing, the competitiveness. They really go hard, and I loved that. And they look as if they're having a lot of fun, and look, that's what the game's about. If they can enjoy it, but then still get what they need from the game in terms of their personal kind of objectives, then yeah, it's job done.
Let's finish up talking about the work you're going to be doing with the quick bowlers. You mentioned, obviously, you made your debut here. You've picked up some fantastic wickets here. You mentioned Laxman earlier. He was one of them. Sehwag, Bravo, McCullum, Stephen Fleming. You've picked up a fair few good bowls here. I guess you're looking to impart some of that expertise and brilliance onto the young seamers within our disability group.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. And the big thing is, from those experiences I've had, hopefully I can help them. I'll be there mainly as a mentor in a sense. Just fire questions at me whenever you want. I'll help you wherever I can. So that's the main part I'm looking forward to, is assisting people to maybe get better, improve. But then when they see the results on the field, that's when the pride hits you. It's because you've done a job to help them improve. So that's the thing I love about coaching and getting involved and assisting as much as I can.
Well, Simon, it's great to have you on board. Thanks for everything you're doing for the club, and very much look forward to catching up with you over the winter when you're working with those boys, and we'll catch up with Andy Hill, your good mate, in due course.
Cheers, Steve.